Hello, RSC peeps. We have an incredible, exciting matchup tonight on the docket. Mr. T-Sant will be joining me on the desk tonight, Doughboy producing. T-Sant, how is your night going, my man?
It is going very swell, boss. I mean, being in the booth with you, what more could I ask for? And I get to watch people hit a ball in a video game. It doesn't get better than this.
For sure. And you know, we love to talk about storylines here in RSC. And what better way to talk about storylines than to talk about two teams that are currently sitting outside the playoff race, looking to bounce back and fight their way in. Metal, coming into tonight, was only one game back from deceased in the Narwhals, could potentially steal a spot tonight and get themselves in the playoff hunt once again, especially with only 6 match days remaining after this. As we get into our our team stats here, actually, let's get our team stats pulled up. You know, this is, like I was talking about, pretty close on paper. Only 4 games separates this, T-Sant.
Yeah, it should be a very good matchup, and both teams with a lot to play for means we're going to get 100% from both sides. I mean, Spearmint, they're definitely going to be looking for a 4-0 to get themselves closer to 500 and back into the playoff race. Metal, if they have a good night, it could really be make or break for their season. But enough about the team stats. You guys want to see what the players are doing, don't you? Let's bring in those player stats now. Representing Metal, you know, we got Frieder, Metal? I'm messing up my words. Frieder, Chulainn, Primed, Daffia? Am I pronouncing that right?
You know, I'm just going to say something that was incredible knowledge given to me by Mr. Croptopolis himself. We have the mics, they can't complain. We're just, so, you know what? Whatever you say totally works.
Okay, Daffia, it is. Spearmint, we got Soma Soju, Not Zohan, Hank, and one of the best names in RSC, 1999 Toyota Camry. What are you seeing from these stats, boss?
You know what I see? I see an incredible amount of team ball being played on both sides. You know, nobody's really establishing themselves as that offensive guru that you traditionally see out of a challenger team. You know, you look at the top of the charts, you look at like Slice Baby when they have Dates sitting up top there. Dates has been killing it, but you look at these two teams here, and you see everyone's pitching in across the board. Frieder, 16 goals. Prime, 19 goals. Chulainn's 21. But still, that's everybody sharing the load, and you love to see it.
And you look on the other side, you know, Soma Soju's only played 12 games, boss, but shooting 45%. Maybe we'll see a little more of the Soju tonight. What are you thinking?
You know, I don't know. I hate making predictions early on because I've been wrong far too many times these last couple seasons.
Well, be wrong again, boss. I'm putting you on the spot.
Know, I'm gonna be honest. It's Metal looks like the better team on paper, but this has a lot of pressure on their shoulders. I see a 2-2 in the future.
Oh, that's such a bait answer. Come on, boss. Come on. You know what? Give me a 3-1 for Metal tonight. That's my prediction. I'll have, you know, I'll actually pick someone. You guys in chat are welcome.
Oh my. Well, you know, we can sit here and speculate and talk about who's going to win tonight, but there's really only one way to find out, and that's getting right into the matchup itself. I believe we're going to get Frieder, Primed, and Daffia against 1999 Toyota Camry, Not Zohan, and Hank. You know, actually, one of these players on the pitch here, we've seen a fair bit up close and personal. 1999 Toyota Camry last season playing for the Syndicate, which we both happen to share with them. So we've definitely seen that this player can pop off when it really matters.
Yeah, 100%, and we'll see if they're going to pop off in front of the big stream lights tonight. Starting off early, boss, you know, a little midfield action, the usual we see in the first game. Big demo on the back line, but not the person defending the goal, and it's just going to go all the way in. Close call to start off. Hank going to get bailed out a little bit by the post there. Daffia going high. Toyota Camry with the excellent defense. And no real opportunities yet here, boss. Both teams just kind of, you know, not really showing all their cards yet.
You're right, but it is looking a little rough for Spearmint early on. They've already given up 2 shot opportunities and had to quickly play. You know, we talked about Hank getting that incredible last touch save, and then 1999 Toyota Camry just recently got that redirect above the goal. If they're going to want to see some wins here tonight, they're going to make sure they need to get it off their back third really quickly. Speaking of which, Hank able to turn, gets control, puts it into the corner. Primed has the ball, tries to elevate over Hank, but Hank pre-jumped that nicely. That's going to bounce center. Zohan's there for the shot, but Defia blocks it away with ease in T-San. Minute 30 have already gone by, and the ball is starting to stall in the center. Are we going to see potentially overtime at 0-0?
Well, I'm sure just because you said that, we'll see a goal in the next, like, 10 seconds or so, but, I wouldn't mind some overtime right away. I feel like a lot of the stream games I've been on lately have not seen a lot of OTs. So the more, the better, as I always say. Give us some really, exciting action. And nothing dangerous there into the corner. Freider on top of it. Into the middle, over to Prime. Prime with a good shot, but it's going to go high. Freider's there for the follow-up. Sends it off the backboard one more time. Daffia's there, and a great save by Hank to keep the game scoreless. I thought we might have our first goal, but no, the defense was excellent there from Hank. Great timing. Now Zohan over to Camry. Camry back over to Zohan, and it just slips behind the defense. Not Zohan will open up the scoring just about halfway into the series. 1-0.
And it's wild. I mean, normally for a Challenger series, you have 2 teams that are offensively solid. Defense is slowly catching up as the season progresses, but both teams have been stout on the defensive line tonight. I know it's only been half of the first match, but that is great to show early on. Toyota Camry centers it. Hank with another shot. Oh my!
Yeah, that's
just
a banger.
talking, they go up 2-0.
Yeah, great. Oh, well, it was a great 50 into the middle, and Hank just perfect spot. Rips that one 71 miles an hour. And all of a sudden, 2-0 for Spearmint. You know, it was, they were on their back foot a little bit to start this match, but they're running now. And it's 1999 Toyota Camry gonna rip one into the back of the net off the sidewall. Back-to-back goal, 71 miles an hour, now 68. Yeah, they're running.
They are really running that 1999 Toyota Camry, running on all 4 cylinders there. And my man, they were 14-22 coming into tonight, but a good 4-0 win tonight, if they can actually pull it off, will move them squarely right behind, actually tied with Metal for that spot right out of the playoffs. So this could be really big for both teams here.
Yeah, really big indeed. I'm sure both teams have that in the back of their minds. Will it create some nerves or not remains to be seen, but certainly no nerves for Spearmint so far. As they are cruising, that 99 Camry may have, a few 100,000 miles on it, but it's running smooth as ever.
Camry with the long ball, that's going to bounce. Opts not to touch it, kind of wild. Hank instead is going to play this a little patient, gets the first pop. Freider there, though, is there to intercept it. Can't get the retouch as 1999 Toyota Camry gets the bump. Hank's gonna get control here. Defia takes possession, puts it back into the corner, pass against center, but Primed was eliminated. Hank being a little bit of king of the hill there to support his team.
And possible opportunity there for Metal, but no good. A minute left. You know the drill boss, they're gonna have to get something soon. And they're going to have to get, a lot of something soon. Or it's going to be a rough opening start to this series. Definitely not what they're looking for. But 99 Camry working some more. Gets a good shot on net. Freider has to make a diving save. Hank keeping the offense alive. And big 50 to clear out Zohan. First one there. Into the middle. Freider sends it the other way. And just no real opportunities coming out for Metal. 30 seconds left, boss. It's looking like Spearmint in full control of this game number 1.
Right, and I mentioned early on, they had 2 shots in the first probably 40 seconds of the game, and now that we're within the back 15 seconds with only 3 shots in total, it is a twist of fate What a boom from 1999 Toyota Camry to easily put the dagger in this one. And, you know, even with only one game down, it's still an impressive series for anybody really who wins this. Metal, if they still win these 3 games, can actually supplant still the last playoff team who's 21 and I believe 19. So they're going to hope to hopefully regain coming into game 2 and potentially steal some games here.
Yeah, they really just got to bring out that aggression, you know, we saw early in the first game, because it seemed like for a lot of this game, they're kind of playing defense, just trying to clear the ball out, buy themselves some time. And the midfield rotation from Spearmint was real crisp. It was looking real good. And that shows in that 4-0 victory. I mean, they really dominated the midfield, dominated the half. The shots only 5-3, but it was on that blue side of the field a lot. And we got someone leaving the lobby, boss. Looking like maybe a substitution already?
You know, it's definitely not the worst thing to do, especially when you have a really rough start. You know, potentially get chulainn subbed in here. He might be a little bit fresher, a little less antsy playing on stream. So we'll see kind of how that substitution plays out. I just want to call out, though, Camry had 4 shots alone in this game, especially starting on the back foot with the amount of quick saves they had to have. That is an incredible way to just establish aggression in the back half of the game and say, hey, we're going to play the offensive side, we're going to get some goals, and we're going to take this dub.
Yeah, and boss, we do in fact have chulainn in the game. The man, the myth, the legend is here, and we're going to see what he brings to the field. Will chulainn be turning it around for Metal? What do you think?
I I don't know, man. That Spearmint team looked really good in that first game. Their rotations, you know, quickly got reestablished. They took a lot of shots, some incredible angles. That one shot from Zohan from the top, from like right off the wall, was just pure absolute angles.
Yeah,
Oop,
that
are
was...
they waiting? Are they waiting for us here?
They may be waiting for us.
Oh, okay. They're not. We're good. We're getting
Okay,
we're getting
okay.
into game 2.
Countdown is live. Game number 2. Will we see more Spearmint domination, or is Metal gonna take it back and even up the series? chulainn, the X factor in this one. We'll see what he has to bring to the table. Starting off, we're gonna find ourselves in the orange half. Hank gonna get an easy clear. Freider trying to keep it alive though. chulainn puts it into the middle. Prime just lurking, but won't be able to get a shot. And oh, Freider with the backflip. I know I've done that one too many times. And 99 Camry going to be the one who gets credit for that goal. 23 seconds in, a full length or 1-0 Spearmint.
You know, and I've definitely told teams before, especially when they're playing rival and below, if you just put the ball on net, there is a mild chance every time that could potentially go in. And, you know, as we saw it there, an accidental misflip, maybe a dodge dead zone issue, really paid off for that boom from 1999 Toyota Camry, who is already able to take control, get this... No, they don't! Freider lurking in the center to get the equalizer and play a little bit of redemption ball.
Yeah, and great pass into the middle. Great job from Freider to be in the perfect position to receive that pass. Metal finally on the board. Took him a little bit, but they're here. We officially got ourselves a ball game now, boss. And we will, we'll see if that's the momentum Metal needs to get themselves back into the series. Zohan, though, over to Hank. That was a good shot. Better save from Prime. Camry is there, and the goals from Toyota Camry have been quick and just often. Second of the game already. Two goals, 2 shots for Camry. Camry's killing it out here.
I'm not going to lie to you. Camry is absolutely killing it. 4 goals on the series, and we're only a minute into game 2. What a way to start things off for the night. You know they've got to be feeling themselves a little bit here. Freider tries to elevate, can't get the touch. Zohan's going to get the catch and walk it in for goal number 3. And T-Sant, this is starting to get into dangerous territory already. Metal's going to need to find a way to kind of regain here.
Yeah, not the start you want to see. 3 goals in a minute and 11 seconds. especially after giving up 4 in the previous game. And this Spearmint team, they really came to play tonight. Now, I want to see Metal. Their rotations, I would say, need a little bit of work. Like all 3 of them kind of in the one quarter of the field. But it'll work out here. I'll shut my mouth. I apologize, Metal. Frieder gonna get this one, and they'll get themselves back into this game. So a much-needed goal to halt the momentum. Gaining by Spearmint 2-3 now. We got ourselves a high-scoring game this time.
Well, and I'm glad they got the goal here because it brings the game back into playability for both Metal and Spearmint. At one point, I really thought, chulainn with the advantageous clear is going to take control. I was getting really nervous though, T-Sant. I thought we were going to see another runaway game, and in a 4-game series, losing 2 in that same fashion is definitely not what you want to do at any point in time.
No, absolutely not. So, I'm sure Metal's feeling happy. And, they have looked a little bit more confident in this game, too, overall, even despite that, 3-1 start compared to the last game. They look a little more aggressive. The offense looks, a little more smooth. They can just, work out some of those rotation kinks they're having. I think they'll be just fine.
Well, and we knew coming into this that Frieder and chulainn have a lot of chemistry. They've been friends for an incredibly long time. Chulainn actually wanted us to show childhood photos of them together, but we had to expressly decline for a lot of reasons. But T-Sant, this could be paying off for them here. This, friendship chemistry paying off.
It's paying off, but so far still not paying off enough, boss, as they find themselves still down a goal. And Zohan with the shot. Chulainn, great job getting to that before it becomes a shot on net, interrupting it really before it even starts. Hank's gonna go right back, sends it high, gets another touch off the backboard. Not Zohan and Camry were both there. It's just gonna go off the post. Close but no cigar for Spearmint, as they stay with 3 goals here. Prime's now looking for 50 in the corner. Can't really get it. Hank wins that. Great challenge by Frieder in the midfield. Camry, though, good rotation, send it back. And now a little bit of back and forth from both these teams, looking to take possession of the ball and get some offensive opportunities going. Still a minute 50 left in this game. A lot of things can happen. Frieder, though, attacking Camry. Chulainn with the shot, but Zohan's going to get the save. Keep the lead for Spearmint. That was a dangerous play, but they get out of that alive.
For sure, they're still kicking, still screaming, and still playing defense on that back third immaculately. Primed takes control here, tries to look for the center pass to chulainn, but it just gets cut out. Zohan has to wait for contact. Frieder gets the touch. Oh, Zohan with the lucky doink is able to clear that out. Chulainn turns, cuts quickly, the 50 losing to Zohan, who's got control and passing at center for Hank. Hank's looking for the center himself. Prime gets the pop over the goalie. That bar down skis, and we are tied 3-3 in the back minute of this game too.
Yeah, it's a beautiful shot. Prime matching Toyota Camry shot from the last game. Bar down. What a shot to tie it up. Under a minute to go. And Metal, for the first time this series, without the score being 0-0, have tied it up. Can they take the lead here? Primed just can't get around on that one to get the shot. Zohan's got boost, gets the challenge. Oh no, this could be dangerous. Can Metal get there? What a save! But Hank is there and they can't get back. Hank gonna take advantage of the very tough save and will give Spearmint the lead 4-3 with 41 seconds to go. Really tough break for Metal there.
For sure. And these two teams really, really want that dub. That pinch save, I thought was going to potentially bounce out a lot harder. Unfortunately, that crossbar, though, was just not favorable for Metal in any way, shape, or form. Already in attack mode, though. The bump on the goalie. Chulainn gets the double touch off the backboard, but can't put it in. 1999 Toyota Camry lobs this up center. Zohan elevates quickly, but misses the touch. It's a 3-on-2 situation. 1999 Toyota Camry swats it straight down, and Hank is going to be able to kill some time off the clock. If Metal wants to potentially equalize this and steal game 2, they need to make a counterattack now.
Yeah, time's counting down, and they're on the wrong side of the field. 0 seconds, and Camry's going to get an important touch on that ball, and the bump to make sure that hits the ground. You see that 99 Toyota Camry barreling down the street, you better get out of the way. And a much closer win for Spearmint, but nonetheless, they go up 2-0 now in this series. And it looks like we're going to be getting another sub for Metal. The return of Defia, I'd imagine. Yes, and they are back.
Bring
Metal
in
now
Die
just
Fire.
fighting. Do we call them Die Fire? We can if we want. That's up to you, boss.
I mean,
You let me know.
I guess we
You're the boss here who keeps me, chained in the basement until it's time for me to catch.
Chulainn posted Die Fire, and I'm just saying, man, there's an A clearly right after that D, and I'm just saying, like, that's normally pronounced duh, so I'm kind of caught off guard here.
Someone's gonna have to yell at Chulainn for that, messing with our heads. But boss, Metal now hoping just to even up the series. They are 18-18 though, so we'll see. The 20-20 wouldn't exactly surprise me, and I'm gonna be really mad if you called the score correctly with the 2-2. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know if it's going to be an equalized 2-2 at this point. Spearmint is really not able to establish any control over the middle of the pitch, and they gave up 9 shots that last game. So this is definitely an area of opportunity that is getting exploited, especially by 1999 Toyota Camry, who's now sitting at 4 goals in the series.
Yeah, 99 Toyota Camry has been hot. They definitely got to cool down that engine, maybe get some, some coolant in there. I don't know, it's running a little bit hot, temperature's real high. We got kickoff, game 3. Spearmint looking to take a commanding 3-0 lead in this series. And Metal just hoping to even it up at this point. And to start things off, Zohan putting it into the blue side. Prime there, gets a touch into the middle. Camry is there, but gets interrupted by none other than Chulainn. Shot off the backboard, but just not low enough. It won't even get counted as a shot, I don't think. But it doesn't matter. Spearmint's still going, boss. Zohan going off the ceiling. Can't get another. Hank now waiting. Chulainn takes control, pops it towards the net, but it's a soft shot. Hank's going to get the save. Prime is there to keep the offense going. No, great read by Hank to send it to the other side. And very important game for both teams here, boss. We obviously know the implications. Do we think Metal's finally going to get their first dub of the series? Or is it going to be?
They might be able to at least. No, Chulainn puts it high. Zohan puts it wide. No! I was going to say, okay, Metal needs to capitalize on their opportunities. Speaking of which,
what a save.
What a beautiful save by Zohan, who elevates to get the second touch. This is going to be high again from Primed. Metal needs to figure out a way to put this on target. The double commit swats it to the left-hand side. Zohan is already now pushed the ball into the back third of Metal, who's instantly reciprocating this offensive. Hank, looks like they're going to try and cook a little bit. Zohan drops it down to 1999 Toyota Camry, tries to get the touch, but Defia gets the center. Chulainn clears it away. That was way too many shots to not walk away with the goal, T-San. Like, I'm sorry. There was at least, 6 opportunities?
Yeah, that was a really rough sequence. To see. They had a lot of opportunities, just couldn't quite get the ones that mattered on target. They had the setup was there. The final execution just wasn't, and they looked at a little bit. That shot goes crossbar and out. The offense is still going to demo on the back line. Great awareness from Hank to take out the only one who could defend a shot. And it'll be 1-0 Spearmint. They continue to keep it rolling. And they are are they smelling a sweep yet? I don't know, but things are starting to look a little rusty for Metal.
We talked about 1999 Toyota Camry cooking, but we need to talk about Hank Hank over here. With that demo, that was just absolutely spicy. I don't know what it is, but it just smells devious. Defia gets the touch, clears it away. Going to be able to get the ground pinch. No, instead opts not to touch it. Passes it center for Chulainn, but Hank, the stalwart on defense, swats it away once again. And now we have a doomsday dish opportunity. Triple commit, Hank can elevate and shoot, and he does! The defensive stalwart puts it away in the other net.
A great save on one side from Hank, and then a great shot to finish it. Hank really showing you who the king of the hill in this match is tonight as they take a 2-0 lead. Spearmint firing on all cylinders. That metal is rusting away. They need to get something going. Maybe some WD-40. I don't know what, but they got to find something to go their way soon, or this series, we may be seeing some brooms tonight. I don't know.
You know, T-San, he looked really quiet in the first couple games, but he's really heated up quickly. Definitely nothing you would say from charcoal. A lot more what you'd say probably from propane.
Hey, you know, so it takes a little bit to get the propane going, but once it's hot, it's cooking. And Hank, once again, on cue, 3-0 Spearmint.
Wow, Hank is just popping off in this game 3, and it's starting to look like shades of game 1 here, with just an absolute runaway on the horizon. With the minute 47 here, and having already lost the first 2 games, Metal really needs to figure out how to get around this this lid that seems to be on the goal.
That was a great save from Defia there, but still, they're going to need a lot more than defense if they want to get themselves back in this series. Here's a start, and chulainn just can't get there quick enough. The defense a shade quicker to the ball. It was a good opportunity, but just not good enough. Prime now going to take a shot towards net. Who else? 99 Toyota Camry getting the save. The offense going to keep going. Defia off the backboard. Prime getting slammed out of the way. And a minute left. We're just not seeing enough of the offense from Metal. They got to get it going now, boss. But
they
still,
really do.
Yeah.
A 3-goal deficit with a minute left.
Is this it?
This could be the start. A 3-goal deficit in a minute isn't impossible, but it is difficult nonetheless. This is what an incredible way to start this potential comeback here. chulainn putting it in. I don't know. 99 Toyota Camry, and we're going to see, looks like Defia going for the kickoff here. Not favorable for Metal. Nobody's there for the read. Hank's going to be able to apply pressure and put it off the backboard. Oh, we have a 2-on-1 situation. This is high, and Camry needs a touch. They get it pristinely placed. The setter from Defia goes for the bump. No, Prime can't put this on, and chulainn is not centered for the shot. Oh, no.
Yeah, it breaks your heart to see it. That was a golden opportunity to get themselves in one of the chance to win this. And will Zohan make the dagger? No. There's still time, but they got to get it right now. Pass in the middle over to Defia. Defia with a shot. Camry's going to clear. chulainn into the corner. One favorable bounce, but not another. And it looks like that is going to do it. Spearmint taking a commanding 3-0 lead in this series. Metal, all they can hope to do now is avoid the sweep. Wow, they really came out to play tonight, boss.
They really did, and like we talked about in the beginning, 4 games separated Metal and Spearmint on that left solar side of Chally. And what's crazy is if Spearmint gets this win, they will have the tiebreaker against Metal, and they will actually jump effectively, I believe, 2 full spots in that playoff hunt. Yeah, because they will leap. Actually, they will leap over Void, Jack-o'-lanterns, and Metal to be right behind Deceased Narwhals and Flailers. It's insane.
Yeah, it's going to be a really tight race for those final few spots in Chally. You know, it'll likely go down to the end of the season. Every game is going to matter for these teams.
No, T-San, they won't be behind the Flailers. They'll be ahead of the Flailers. Flailers got 3-1 tonight.
Oh.
So they will only have, they will be 20-20 in standings. So a good 4-0 from 20-24, I believe. Why am I looking at this weird?
They have 22 losses. Okay, boss. 22.
Yeah, they'll be right behind. Here, I got a little excited, and I just couldn't read apparently.
You know what happens to the best of us, boss. I won't judge you for it this time.
Well, check it out on Wednesday, because I'm sure it'll happen again.
Well, you can make it up to me by bringing us into this game, boss.
chulainn, not Zohan, getting the kickoff here. Very favorable opportunity for Metal already, as Hank's going to have to make an awkward touch. Pinch off the wall goes over one. Zohan opts to redirect it into the opposing corner. Defia's there to keep it alive, but Camry able to get the double touch. It's centered. Chulainn gets the touch. Hank, once again, getting another save, clears it over to the wall. Hank gets another touch. This is centered. This is going to be high off backboard to the right-hand side. Not a shot available. This metal team trying to be a little bit more bend, don't break this time around, and we'll see kind of how that works out. Camry centers it here. Oh, Frida clears it away. T-Sant, we're seeing some solid plays here from metal early on.
Yeah, solid indeed, and that was a great opportunity for Defia. Just, you know, the 1999 Toyota Camry that's running forever is still there in the goal, making great saves, has been all series. Chulainn has to get a touch into the corner. It's a little bit awkward here, but Chulainn will get there before the offense. Not before Hank, though. Can't quite put it on target. A minute and we're scoreless. But I believe this is how the last game started, until Spearmint opened up the floodgates on metal. And some offensive opportunities coming in. 99 Toyota Camry off the backboard, but it'll roll safely towards the net. Ryder able to take over now. Not Zohan getting there quickly for the challenge. Chulainn dumping it down. Hank, the only one there, is able to clear it out. Chulainn not finished yet, though. Puts it right back. But it's not any real offensive opportunities yet for metal. Here's one, though. Defia off to the side. And then can't put the second touch on target. It was a great opportunity. The execution just not there, and metal remains scoreless here in game 4.
And that's a rough one. That could have, quite frankly, been the 1-goal lead they were looking for this early on in game 4. And without it, they're going to be sitting 0-0, and that has not paid off for them yet. This Spearmint team's just been on fire across the board. Zohan centers. Camry can't get the touch, but Zohan's going to put it away themselves. Passing from me to me is just always a great choice of play.
Always. You can never go wrong, and look, that missed opportunity already coming to kick metal. As we're halfway into this game now, 1 goal separates the two teams. Camry with a soft touch into the corner, gets bumped though. Chulainn towards the net, but can't quite get it on target. And I feel like that's really been the story tonight for Metal Boss. A lot of potential opportunities that all have just barely missed being where they needed to be for goals. I mean, they've had some good offensive stretches for sure, but the final execution needs a little bit of work. And this ball now dangerous for Spearmint. The bouncer, Hank, is going to be able to get there as it comes in slow to the net. Hank saving some boost, gets the second touch, but we'll get 50'd out of that. Into the midfield now. Camry gets beat to it by Frieder. Chulainn rushing in, gets the 50 towards the net, but not on target. And once again, just a little bit outside of where metal needs it to be. They are not finished quite yet, though. Offensive opportunities could be the one. Frieder into the middle. And who's there? Can they take advantage? No. Both metal players just not quite in position to get that. The goal was open. Can Frieder get it this time? No. Chulainn's there. No. Zohan will clear. And Boss, I feel like there was, I don't know how many opportunities for metal to get the goal they needed there, and it just hasn't come.
That seems to be the storyline for the night. This metal team has been primed in the perfect position all throughout the night, ready for that touch. And it just seems like there's a lid on the goal. Either last second the ball's getting deflected, or it's going wide left, right, or center. And I just can't fathom what that does to the morale of a team. We have an easy goal opportunity. Oh my, Hank swats it away. I could have swore with the demo that was going to be the easiest goal of the night, but Hank quickly gets back on defense and clears it away.
40 seconds left, and we spent about 2 straight minutes of offense. Oh no. Oh no. It was like, what, 2 straight minutes of offense from Metal? 1 counterattack, and that'll do it now. 2-0, 37 seconds. Metal in dire straits now if they want to avoid the sweep. I would say kickoff goal, they'll probably need it. There's not a lot of time. We thought that pinch might be it, but just no luck off the backboard. The offense continuing. Defia is there, sneaks it over both defenders. Metal is not out of it yet. They have 26 seconds. That is a lot of time. It was a great pass from Fryder, and it was some great placement by Defia to bounce it over the defense. They definitely weren't expecting that one. They need another one quick, boss. Can they do it?
I don't know. I mean, realistically speaking, for Chally, the conversion rate for shots to goals in this tier is 30. Wow, never mind. I was going to say the conversion rate to shots to goals is like 35%, and unfortunately tonight they've been well below that. But as I'm trying to compensate, chulainn just says, no, you clearly don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to equal. Did chulainn just want to save the goalie there?
We get a little toxic here. We get a little toxic. Defia. And there's the offense. 3 goals in under 20 seconds for Metal. And where was this offense for the rest of the night, boss? Now they're not missing the goal. Everything they're putting on target is going in. It seems that's all they needed. They got to hold out for 19 seconds now to at least get one and avoid the sweep.
I don't know where to go from here. Three straight kickoff goals is not normally. Oh, wow. Zohan dodges a 4th quick goal. This ball centered. Shot on by Fryder. What is going on? T-Sant, I'm lost for words.
I know, they heard you talking math when we were playing Rocket League. They wanted you to shut up, boss. They said, we got it. We understand. We'll make it happen. 4 quick goals in Metal against all odds. They were down 3-0 with 37 seconds left. They avoid the sweep and recover somewhat what was a lost night. I mean, what a series from both teams. Shout out Spearmint. You know, the underdogs on paper came in. They played great. And Metal didn't necessarily play bad this series. They were just missing so many opportunities, and those nights do happen, but they have something at least to bring into Wednesday. And I don't know if they can read the chat or not, but chulainn just say hello stream.
No, they really can't. We've got our stats for the night pulled up. Speaking of which, 11 shots from Metal. I'm shook. They were down 2 goals. Like I'm not losing my mind, right? 37 seconds left, 2 goals.
Was I saying 3 that whole time? I might be a little blind. I don't know. But yeah,
they were down 2. They were down 2.
They were down 2. No, they were down 2. I just can't read. It's fine. It's fine. We all can't read sometimes. What did I say?
I'm absolutely thrown for a loop because, yeah, normally you lose 3 games, you go down by 2, you've only got 37 seconds left on the clock. That's kind of, I mean, it is do or die, but you don't see a team respond that heavily, and I'm kind of thrown off guard because Spearmint throughout the night has looked dominant across the board. So, T-Sant, I mean, what happened?
All those close opportunities Metal were missing, I mean, they all finally went in. You know, I mean, they went in when they needed them to avoid the sweep, so that's better than nothing. Who knows if some of those shots that were just hitting crossbar, just hitting the post earlier in the night went in, we could have seen a completely different series. But I'm sure Spearmint is very happy walking away with a 3-1. It's really going to help out those playoff odds. They're going from 14-22 to 17-23, just outside the race. You know, like I was saying, that challenger tier, it's going to be a mad dash to those, you know, final seeds as we near the end of the season.
For sure. And speaking of this mad dash, I am kind of thrown for a loop here, like what I'm looking at for the potential playoffs for Challenger. You know, Metal now moves to, 19 and 21. Spearmint's going to move up to 17 and 23, which is going to move them up ever so slightly in the standings. But Abyss is 29 and 11, and they're not a division leader in Solar
shout out
Ocean.
Abyss. Shout out Shadows, #1 franchise.
Shout out Abyss. I mean, that's insane. But at the same time, you look at Lunar Cloud right now. Threshers are currently in charge of their division. That is, they're 17 to 23, man. This is turning out to be a really interesting challenger playoffs race.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's a lovely RSC podcast that'll be covering that playoff race to the very end of the season. I don't know if you know anything, boss, but I'm sure there has to be some kind of place where people can catch up with that playoff race.
Look, for sure, for sure. There's this incredible pre-jump podcast you can tune into on Saturdays at 9 p.m. But outside of that, we do have a great franchise. No, actually, we don't have a franchise fight night for tomorrow for Tuesday. Tuesday, we still have playoffs for uh, twos, I believe. So we are still getting into the thick of it. And quite frankly, this is turning out to be a really great week if you're looking forward to RSC content across the board. T-Sant, do you have any final thoughts though before we kind of sign off and head on home?
No, I mean, look, it was a great series. GG's to both teams, of course. Definitely will be following along that Chally playoff race. It's going to be very exciting to watch. And shout out Spearmint getting themselves right back into that playoff race. All three guys, Camry, Hank, Zohan, props to them. They played great tonight. That's about all I got.
And good luck to both teams as well from my side here. But like I said before, my name's Bas Radala. I've had T-Sant on the desk with me tonight, killing it as always, and we've had Mr. Doughboy producing. So, for those of you who had a good night, thanks for stopping around. Have a good one. Take it easy.